Welcome back. Here we're going to take a look at an application of a proportion. We have the following problem. According to a recent study, 44% of U.S. high school graduates are ready for college-level math. If a freshman college algebra course has 75 students attending, approximately how many students in the class are prepared? Well, first, this is actually a really alarming statistic, but I'm fully confident that you will be in that 44%. So let's define our variable and set up our proportion. So what do we want to find here? We want to know how many students in a particular class are prepared for the course. So we're going to go ahead and define our variable x. We're going to let x equal the number of students that are prepared for college level math, for the college level course. Okay, now notice we used a keyword here called percent. We'll actually do some videos later on over percents, but a percent is simply, it's actually a very special proportion. A percent is simply a part of 100, which means a fraction. 44% in this case equals 44 over 100. It's a ratio of some number to 100. So 44 parts of 100. So 44% is the same as 44 over 100. So that's actually going to be one side of our proportion, this ratio 44 to 100. And the other one that we're going to find is we want to know if we had a classroom with the size of 100 kids, we know approximately 44 of them are going to be prepared for the course. Well, we have a smaller class here. We have a classroom of 75 instead of 100. And we want to know how many of these students are prepared for the course. And we already defined this as x. So we know that in this bigger classroom of 100 kids, 44 of them are going to be prepared. We want to know how many kids are going to be prepared in the smaller classroom of 75. So we have this proportion. These two ratios are going to be equal. And we want to know what x is in order to make that equal. So just like in any word problem, correctly setting up our proportion is vital, and it actually really comes with practice. The more word problems we work, the better we'll be at deciphering the information, converting it into an algebraic form. So here we can simplify the first fraction and then go about cross-multiplying and solving for our unknown. So let's rewrite this as 44 over 100 we can rewrite as 11 over 25. We simply factor out a 4 out of the top and the bottom. This doesn't change the equality of the two ratios. We're simply dividing by 1, if you want to call that, or multiplying by 1. So we didn't change anything, we just simplified it a little bit. Now we can go ahead and cross-multiply. We can multiply here and multiply here. So we have 11 times 75 is 825 equals 25 times x is 25x. And now we have something that we know how to solve. We can isolate our x by dividing both sides by 25. This will give us x equals 825 divided by 25 should be 33. X equals 33. And that's our answer. So in the smaller classroom of 75 kids, approximately 33 of them are going to be prepared for the course. So remember to check your answer by plugging in our solution into our original equation and multiplying, cross-multiplying. That's the first check. We also want to know, does it actually make sense? If we came up with an answer that's 90 or 100 or something bigger than 75, well, we know we messed up somewhere because this number is smaller than this number, so this number should be in the same ballpark, smaller than this one. So 33 over 75 is actually a valid solution, and we can check that numerically by plugging in our solution into our variable. But what do we learn here? This is basically an application of a proportion. Proportions are extremely important, but they're actually very simple once you learn how to work them. Word problems, once we convert them into something that we can do, they become just a piece of cake. But the actual key to mathematics is something that was kind of missed here. It's making problems easier. That's the whole thing we want to learn. This is why I harp on simplifying so much, because multiplying 44 and 75 would have everybody running for their calculators. But we took the time, one step, to simplify 44 over 100 into 11 over 25, and we can multiply in our head 11 times 75. We know 10 times 75 is 750, and then we multiply one more, we just add another 75. 750 and 75 we can add and get 825. So, well, that's kind of a moot point. The act of simplifying is extremely important, and you'll hear it all through this section and all through the courses that we do. So look over this video again. Be sure to check our solution by plugging in 33 in for x, and I'll see you soon.